So I just got done watching the 2024 movie Heretic, and I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. You know, every horror, thriller, whatever, walks on the tightrope of explanation. Yeah, sometimes explanation elevates a story, other times, disaster. Now, Heretic didn't exactly sabotage itself by explaining too much, but every explanation had to be accompanied by some college essay or lecture filled with trivia and pop knowledge. This movie had me by the balls for its first half, but Lars von Trier style, it wouldn't stop preaching and get the fuck out of its own way. Oy vey. You want to know what's going on? You want to know what the plot of the movie is? Well, have you ever heard of a little game called Checkers? You like Young Wheezy? Well, let me tell you all about Scientology. Sweet Jesus, this is seriously entire sections of the film. In truth, it sort of sits in the middle of campy horror classic Human Centipede, 2025's absolutely fucking brutal Bring Her Back, and shitty, clever, minimalistic cult classic Creep. The story is all about some weirdo who lures innocent people into his house and proceeds to terrorize the victims with a scheme. And there was a point where it did feel clever, and the answers given, I thought, were awesome. However, right when I was truly invested, swerve, it just kept stalling, gave more lectures, and tried to be more clever. Even the final scene couldn't avoid a Wikipedia blurb. Meanwhile, the movie presented this elaborate plot, talked my fucking head off about it, but the twist was fucking stupid. Then, of course, came the paradox of, well, that was the whole point, it was supposed to be stupid. Love the sinner, hate the sin, it's clever, I get it. But storytelling-wise, someone sucking their own dick about being clever gets boring real fast. It's why I try to keep it brief. I don't mean to be so hard on this movie, I really love the first half. Performances amazing, atmosphere tense, cinematography wonderful. Great set design, I really love the dingy old house that it all took place in. Yeah, there's this one shot of the house that the editor, cinematographer, and director probably shed a tear over, it's even in the trailer. And when you know it, the cinematographer is a motherfucker who did Last Night in Soho, Old Boy, and a bunch of other banger shit. We're talking heavy hitter. And out of respect for him, I'm not even gonna bother butchering his name with my uncultured American bullshit. Performance-wise, Hugh Grant has been a juggernaut ever since his triumphant return to my attention with 2019's The Gentleman. And despite my criticisms, he carries the entire film with his lecturing and general bullshittery. It's wonderful. You choose it up. And that's not to take away from Sophie Thatcher and Chloe East either. They're very likable, tragic, resourceful, terrified, angry, sad. Maybe they aren't Anna Taylor-Joy in Split, but neither am I. And once again, what I view as fucking stupid might be seen as oh so clever by someone else. We all see things differently. Masha Allah. I looked up writer-director combo Scott Beck and Brian Woods. I can tell you two things. These guys made some horror movies, and I haven't seen fucking any of them. Would I watch another horror movie made by them? Absolutely. I feel that Heretic, despite my criticisms, was still a jolly good attempt at a cat-and-mouse thriller, and yeah, it wasn't fucking sleuth, but extremely well done regardless. I probably wouldn't watch it again, and I'm definitely not going to make my girl watch it. Trivia-based lecturing just makes my fucking brain wander. I mean, this is a movie, not a Chuck Palahniuk novel, okay? And worse yet, religion is the primary subject matter, and I couldn't care less about that debate. It's not like the movie picks sides either. It's got the same boring, down-the-middle message as any other piece of media. George Carlin's 2 commandments. Always be true to yourself, and maybe, just maybe, don't be a psychopath that murders people. I'd like to bear my testimony. Go watch Heretic. It was a fucking piece of shit, 10 out of 10.